The woman suddenly realized that a big hole had grown in the table, and looking inside, the hole was so dark and deep, she couldn't believe her eyes at such a weird scene, so she immediately checked the back of the table. But the weird thing was that the back of the table was flat. It didn't look like it could hold a bottomless pit. When she looked at the bottomless pit again, a suffocating fear came over her. To make sure the hole wasn't an illusion, she tied a string to her cell phone, then she turned on the camera and lowered it along the edge. At first, the image was very clear, but as the depth increased, the signal seemed to be disturbed. The image was gradually distorted, but fortunately, the phone soon reached the bottom, and there's a step under the pit. It extends to the other side of the pit. Looking at the cell phone image, Mary felt numb, so she immediately told her scientist father, but he couldn't explain the phenomenon. He could only tell his daughter to stay away from the table. That night, Mary received the report from her father. She immediately opened her computer and looked at it, and found a video and audio recording, and the video was taken from the bottomless pit, and it looked like there was another world behind the steps. There were many bright stars twinkling in it. It looked a little romantic, but as the camera got closer, Mary suddenly realized, what kind of stars are these? It was just a pair of reflective eyes. She was so shocked that she immediately turned off the video. She opened the file next to it. There was a warning from her father. He told the girl to cover the hole, and never let any light in, otherwise what's inside will follow the light and find a way out. As she read it, Mary was suddenly startled. She had forgotten to cover the hole during the day, so she rushed to the living room to see if the creatures had crawled out, but all was well. So she picked up the quilt and covered the hole. Just as she turned to go back inside, there was a figure standing in front of her in the corner, and he was approaching her. Mary panicked and fled into the toilet, and covered her mouth. But even so, the figure followed her. At that crucial moment, the father sent a text message to tell his daughter that he would be home in 5 minutes, and the tone successfully attracted the shadow's attention through the gap, to make sure that the other person is far away. Mary held her breath and slipped out, watching the flickering light in the bedroom. She was sure the figure was in there, so she walked faster to the door. She was so close to victory. The movie ends abruptly. At the end of the story, do you think the girl will make it out?